guys. This is Jen from DaJen Eats, home of the Irie Happy Vegan. Welcome to another of our cooking tutorials. I'm really glad that you could join us. At DaJen Eats, we focus on vegan cooking with a Jamaican flair. And we'll explain some of our key terms. We choose to cook vegan food so that we will live in alignment with the compassion that we feel. And because it is important for us that we treat human and non-human animals fairly, then we don't cook with animal products. We are plant-based and plant-powered. The Irie part, that's the really fun part. It simply means we go with the Jamaican way of living. It's an expression that means everything's okay. And no matter what the problem is, that will always remain calm and in control. Got it? Okay, good. So once again, welcome to DaJen Eats, home of the Irie Happy Vegan. I'm so excited, guys, today to welcome to our tutorial two lovely children. Guys, want to say hi to Miss Lazane and Mr. Xavier.
Hello.
Hi. They're going to be joining us as part of our Irie Kids program. That's where we have the kids involved cooking with us, because we found that when kids are involved with what they're eating, if they cook it, they'll eat it, right? 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 Yes. So if it tastes bad, it's your fault, right? No, it's going to be all great. Today, we are going to be cooking a Jamaican breakfast staple. What is it?
Jamaican cornmeal porridge.
It's Jamaican cornmeal porridge, you guys. It's what?
Jamaican cornmeal porridge.
Jamaican cornmeal porridge. And for you guys who are not familiar, porridge really, it's just a warm dish. It's typically a cereal that is cooked, that's steamed or boiled in a warm liquid, usually water or milk. And what else do we know about porridge? What story is porridge really featured in?
Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears. You want to tell me a little bit about that? What happened?
They weren't the food. They cooked it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was too hot, so they went for a walk. And then Goldilocks knocked and went in the house, and it was 3 bowls on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And she picked one, and it was too hot, and she picked the other one, and it was too cold, and she picked the last one, and it was just right.
Ah, you mean she went into somebody's house?
Yes.
She just walked into somebody's house?
Yes.
Is that okay?
No.
Why is that not okay?
Trespassing.
It's you guys are too smart. Trespassing. We don't just walk into somebody's property, right? And what happens? Was it okay that she drank their porridge? No? Why not?
Yeah, it was someone else's.
It was somebody else's. So we don't just take something that belongs to somebody else. Is that right? That's right. That's our public service announcement of today, guys. If it's not yours, don't take it. Okay? We're going to get to cooking. It's a cornmeal porridge, so we're going to start out with some cornmeal. We're going to go for the really fine one. This one. There's coarse, there's fine. The fine one will be the best texture for today's dish. We're going to start out with 4 cups of water. We're going to add that to our pot. Go ahead. You can come closer, I will bite you. Very good. And we're going to bring that to a boil. In the meantime, we're going to take 1 cup of cornmeal. We're going to put it in a large container, a large bowl. You can go ahead and put it in that. And what we're doing, guys, is called wetting the cornmeal. And really, what it does, it will moisten the cornmeal before you put it into the hot liquid, so that when you put it in, it doesn't immediately clump up. Because if you put the dry cornmeal in the hot water, it's going to immediately clump up and you'll have a very difficult time getting it to smooth out. And nobody likes clumpy porridge, right? I think if the bear's porridge were clumpy, Goldilocks wouldn't have stayed, right? So we're going to add a little bit of water to that. You can go ahead and do it. Yeah, I think that's enough. And then stir it around. So we have some boiling water, guys. You want to turn it down, because let me tell you, the thing about cornmeal, when it's hot and it pops up on your hand, it can burn really badly. So we turn it down, we get it boiling first, and we turn it down a little bit, and then we add it, just like that. and whisk it. Go ahead, you want to continue? Traditionally in Jamaica, we would use like a wooden spoon or something, but I found that the whisk is far better at getting a lot of the lumps out because you don't want lumpy porridge. So you want to make sure that you whisk it vigorously in the beginning, and that will absolutely help you with what you're doing. How's it looking, Xavier?
Good.
Yeah?
Yes.
What did you say to me before we started rolling? What does it smell like?
It smells like cornbread.
Why does it smell like cornbread?
Because that's what they use to make it.
These kids are so smart. And I think, guys, that's why it is absolutely essential that we get our kids, that we get our children working in the kitchen. We introduce the foods that they eat to them, then they'll become more invested in what they eat. They'll know what's on the plate, they'll know how it gets there, and that is forming a life skill. Because everybody's going to eat, right? When you get older, when you're in your 20s, do you think you'll still need to eat?
Yeah.
Really? Is he going to still need to eat? Yep. So a life skill developed when, as children, will absolutely benefit us later in life. Agreed? All right, you're doing a great job. As you can see, guys, it's getting a lot thicker. But you want to whisk vigorously because we want no clumps. No clumps. Go ahead and add some more. So guys, remember this is 4 cups of water to 1 cup of cornmeal. And what this is going to give you is a very thick cornmeal porridge. I know there's some people in Jamaica, like my father, he liked really, really, really runny cornmeal porridge, or he drank his cornmeal porridge out of a coffee mug, believe it or not, with the lid on. That's how he likes it. And if that's your style, you simply add more water in the beginning, or you add less cornmeal. But because I like the thick, rich, creamy stuff that'll stick to your bones, then we're only going to use the ratio of 4 to 1. Okay? All right. Lasagne. We're going to whisk like we mean it. Right? If you want a little bit more control, you can hold the handle of the pot so that it doesn't feel so awkward, right? Okay, good. Yeah. You see how when you change how you held the whisk, you have more control? Good. How does it feel now? Good. So she's going to do this for about a minute in the beginning, and then we cover it and cook it for 20 minutes. During those 20 minutes, we want to make sure that we look at it maybe every 5 minutes or so and give it a stir. I think that's great. We can cover it. Good job. Turn the stove down on really low. Give it 20 minutes and we'll see you again. Alright, darlings, the kids have taken over the kitchen and I have been summoned out. I've been told to get out. They want to finish it themselves. And they're going to show you just how to do it. In Jamaica, we add some sweeteners. You can choose to not make your porridge as sweet, but I tend to like my porridge a little sweet. So I add some very sweet things. I also give you some options of things you can use if you don't want to make it sweet. For example, we normally would add the items one at a time, but I found the best way for this to work and be properly incorporated into your porridge is to make a slurry all at once and then add the slurry into the porridge. So we're going to start with 3/4 of a cup of vegan condensed milk. That's the one. So now I know, my darlings, that vegan condensed milk is exceptionally hard to get by. But the good news is it's exceptionally easy to make. Because we're making a porridge with a Caribbean flavor, we have chosen to use full fat coconut milk, and we have taken about a 14-ounce can of coconut milk. We set it to a little simmer, then we add a 1/4 cup of cane sugar, and then we let that stay on the stove on low for about 30 minutes for it to reduce to half. When you're done, you can add a little bit of vanilla, let it cool, and you'll have something thick and rich and creamy, and that is your vegan condensed milk. Is it thick, Lasagne? Is it really thick? Yes? No? Yes? I know you guys tried it when you first came. What did you think of it, Xavier?
It was good.
It was good?
It was sweet.
Yeah? Could you taste the coconut in it?
Yes.
But it was thick, right? And that is your sweetened, your vegan sweetened condensed milk, darling. And Lasagne, to that, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of almond milk. I normally add coconut milk, but Miss Lasagne requested that we add almond. So guys, you can go to town with the type of non-dairy milk that you want. Any nut milk will do fantastic. That's great. We'll add to that 2 tablespoons of cane sugar. Good. And just a pinch of salt, a little pinch. Yes, a delicate pinch. And what that does is it ties all the flavors together. We're also going to add, what do we have left?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. And what?
And vanilla.
And vanilla. So we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. And the same cinnamon, about a teaspoon of cinnamon. And to make our slurry, we're really just going to whisk all of that together. Give it a nice whisk. Guys, you know what? It has been 20 minutes. We have made our slurry and the cornmeal porridge is ready and good to go. Doesn't that look beautiful? Yes? Makes you want to dig into it? Okay. So now, it's simple. We turn off our stove and we pour in the slurry. Just a little at a time and we whisk while we pour it. I think you're doing a great job, you know. You're welcome. I'll hold the pot handle for you. Very good. And now we're going to whip it like we mean it. So we're going to hold the pot handle because that will make it more stable for you. Good. You're going to share it out? Alright guys, so it's all done and the children have once again kicked me out of the kitchen because Mr. Xavier is going to be sharing it out. So we'll go ahead and just put a couple spoonfuls in the bowl for each of us. Look at that rich, delicious. Oh, I want some. Alright, so Mr. Xavier has it all shared out. And this is your time to shine, sir, because guess what? You are going to be talking about what we're going to add to the porridge. And we're going to add a couple of things. One of them will be bread. And what else?
Nutmeg.
Okay, before we get to the nutmeg, we're going to talk about the bread. Tell me, what's up with the bread?
We made this bread.
You made it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Are you really proud of it?
Yes.
Yeah?
It's good. And it's like, it has a sweet taste to it. And we will be putting it on top of our porridge.
Yeah, you'll just be breaking it up into pieces and putting it on top of your porridge. But let's start first by getting a little bit of the nutmeg in the bowls. Very nice. Your turn, Miss Lazone.
That's your fingers.
Good job. All right. So now we're going to break up the bread in little pieces. That's our Jamaican hard dough bread, guys. That is our Jamaican cornmeal porridge. It's completely delicious, completely vegan. And my darling Xavier and Lajane are going to give it a taste and tell me what they think. Is it good?
Yeah.
What do you think? Come on. What do you think, guys?
It's sweetened.
Mm-hmm.
The bread with it is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And the bread gives the nutmeg a good texture.
Yes. What do you think?
It's also good to me, and it tastes like cinnamon and sugar. Yes. And
It's really good?
Yes.
Do you think that's something you guys would have for breakfast?
yes.
Fantastic. All right, high five. High five. You guys did a fantastic job. Guys, these are children. They have made cornmeal porridge. They've made bread to go with it, and they tell me it is fantastic. So if you have kids at home, do not hesitate to get them into the kitchen and cooking with you. They'll have a lot of fun. It'll be a great bonding experience. I have an amazing podcast on cooking with children. It has some great tips on what to do, especially if you are vegan parents, and how to introduce these foods to children. We took you guys to a vegan restaurant called The Loving Hut. What was it like?
The food was good.
The food was good? Did you like it? It was. She said it was scrumptious, and it was. I think children are very open to different types of food if we meet them and present it as a positive experience. So listen to my podcast for more great tips on cooking with kids in the kitchen. Once again, this is Jen and
Xavier
from DaJen Eats, home of the Irie Happy Vegan. Be sure to check out this recipe and a lot of other delicious vegan Jamaican recipes on our website, DaJeneats.com. Let's cook together. Say bye.
Bye.